We're supposed to live a full life, and I'm here to help you do that. I'm Royal, and this is Life Support TV. When you think about God, I mean, Jesus starts this off very intimately. He says when you pray to the Father, to God, you need to pray to Him as the Father. And I want to tell you something. We've been hearing this our whole lives, and we kind of take this prayer lightly. But to be telling Hebrew, Jewish people who have such a respect and even fear of God that they can't even say God's name, to have Jesus stand there and say, call Him Father. And this isn't just Father. This is actually the word Abba, which means Daddy. It's an intimate, more loving, intimate name for Father than just Father. I think a lot of people look at God, a lot of different faiths, and the sad thing is, even Christians who should know better from studying the Word of God, God is not what we oftentimes, how we respond to Him or how we react to Him. Many of us think that God is just way too demanding. We think that He's the cause of all of our pain. We think of Him as being distant, and that's easy to do because He's spiritual. You know, unless you're really focusing on Him being present, that's sometimes very hard to do. We look at Him as being a harsh judge. We look at Him even as being impossible to please. Now, it's interesting because I've told y'all before that I used to be a counselor, and there were often times that I would counsel people who had a really hard time associating God with Father because they had had such a bad relationship with their father, whether he was demanding or abusive or distant or whatever. And even this week, I heard from somebody who said, I'm glad you're teaching on this because I've never been able to say Father. I can call Him Lord, I can call Him God, but Father doesn't work for me. It's really hard to do. And we learn as Christians something that all other religions don't have, is a very personal relationship with God.